Top story tonight, a car crash outside of Houston leads to the discovery of a 15-year-old from Thibodaux who police say was raped, set on fire, and shot on 2 different days.
All that while investigators say another child was forced to watch, and now a woman and her boyfriend are in custody facing several charges. Here's Ashland Brothers.
Terrebonne Parish investigators call it a case of severe abuse and torture.
Thank God that they got caught.
Deputies say a 15-year-old girl ended up in the hospital after her abuser got in a car crash in Texas. That's when medical professionals discovered gruesome burns to her upper body and untreated gunshot wounds to her chest and face. The Baytown Police Department says 41-year-old Terrence Washington admitted to sexually abusing the teen for months before shooting her during a disturbance with 40-year-old LaTanya Harris at their home on the West Park Avenue in Thibodaux. Clyde Chasson was gutted to hear such horrific details.
I think it's atrocious that someone could even think of doing it. I have 17 grandkids, 6 kids, and I just can't even fathom what is going on in their brains.
Washington told police after shooting the victim twice in April, he and Harris took off for Texas with the victim and another child. Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Raspani says this should be a pretty straightforward prosecution.
He's confessed to it. She's basically given herself up to this thing. This is not going to be a hard prosecution.
The other child living in the home told Terrebonne Parish deputies during carnival season she woke up to the sight of her sister's body on fire as Harris stood over the victim's bed with a bottle of rubbing alcohol and a lighter.
The trauma that affects a child, they live it for the rest of their lives. It's just almost impossible to erase that from their memory. I pray for those kids that they can heal and have peace.
Detectives say they later discovered a weapon, blood, and a strong odor of infection and decomposing flesh inside the home.
I believe in mercy, but I believe in justice also.
Harris refused to speak with detectives and is being held at the Terrebonne Parish Criminal Justice Center on a $1 million bond.
Sometimes you have to learn in life that there are really evil people in this world, and that's what looks like these folks are if these allegations are true. I think these are the people who should not ever be allowed to leave jail.
Washington remains in custody in Texas for crimes committed there. Raspani says Washington will likely be extradited to Terrebonne Parish.
They face decades in prison. If ever a judge is going to give you consecutive time, this could very well be the time you're going to see that happen.
Both suspects face several charges, including attempted murder. Washington also is accused of molestation and rape. Deputies say the other child who lived in the home in Thibodaux was physically unharmed. The Terrebonne Parish Sheriff's Office will hold a news conference tomorrow in Houma with an officer from Baytown, Texas, to provide more information.